What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 29.
29?
It's your favorite Thursday vlogs.
Guess what we're doing? Last time you saw that we got the DWEEBS engine. Now, we're gonna install the DWEEBS engine. Yeah, so it's gonna be freaking crazy. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Everybody, welcome. Guess what we're doing? We have the stock beams mounts right here. We have traced them onto some plate steel. We're gonna cut that out. We have all this metal over here, so we're gonna fabricate and build our own mounts. This is gonna be for the transmission mount. This is for those the engine mounts. This is the angle iron. This is gonna go on the Z frame rail, and we're gonna be using AE86 engine mounts to do this.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
A lot of fab work.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so we got the engine over here, just looking pretty, and basically what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna mount the engine brackets on these frame rails here. They're gonna come up. We're gonna have to be really careful around the steering rack. They're gonna come up and then mount to the engine, and then we're gonna cut out the transmission brackets, and we're gonna make our own transmission brackets. We're also gonna box and cut and trim the subframe.
A lot of fab stuff today.
Today
a lot of cutting.
is nothing but fabrication.
A lot of danger of cutting some fingers off.
Yeah.
Just like how I like it.
Hell yeah.
Just like how I like it.
All right, let's do it. All right. Before we start cutting and getting the mounts built, we are going to cut these off, these transmission mounts over here, and we're gonna cut and trim the cross member a little bit. We're gonna get rid of all the stuff in here that's in the way and figure out where the motor's kind of sitting before we decide to cut the mounts, because they might have to come mount to the top of this frame rail because of the clearance issues with this.
But I mean, it kind of looks like we'll be able to run it like right through here, which might actually be perfect. So
yeah, for
We'll see.
sure. Faux show, faux show. All right, let's get after it.
I'm fucking Conor McGregor.
What's it, buddy?
Good.
Pain in the ass?
Yeah, these kind of suck. Basically, there's a lot of seam sealer and stuff, and kind of what we found, like existing seam sealer and stuff, just blows through blades pretty much. Like, so basically, I have one off right now. I'm working on another one. I basically had to hammer this one all the way out. Like, I cut through some of it, but most of it I had to hammer. So we're kind of looking at the same situation over here. So
Cool.
just blasting through blades and getting it done.
All right, and then I have this nifty new tool that we set up, and I'm going to resurface the clutch and flywheel. Alright, I was using this brand new thing we got from Harbor Freight to resurface the flywheel and pressure plate, and it broke. It broke within minutes of using it. It worked really good at first, and then broke, so we have to bring this back and get a new one. Harbor Freight! Why would you betray us? Alright, Casey burned the shit out of himself, but he finished cutting out these OEM mount brackets, so we're good to go there. And now what we got to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to cut these mounts off, and I'm also going to cut the subframe and get it ready to put the beams in here. It's hammer time. My stuff!
Alright, now I can get in there and cut it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a cowboy! There we go, dude.
Ah! I'll never be able to put an L28 in there again.
That's one mount down, one to go. This is the hard one because there's a fucking steering rack in the way.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
All right, we got the mounts cut out. We have the subframe cut and ready to be boxed. We have the transmission mounts cut out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the alternator and alternator bracket off. We're going to temporarily bolt the transmission to the engine and take the shifter turret off. and we're going to put it in there and see how good
See
it
what
feels.
happens.
So that's what we're gonna do right now.
Hell yeah.
I am feeling anxious,
Same.
but a good anxious.
We'll see.
All right, guys, let's do it. We have the transmission mounted. We have all the stuff removed. We lowered the car in the front. We zip tied this towel so we don't scratch anything up. And now we are going to attach the beams and we are going to lower it in.
We're gonna see how much of a fucking pain in the ass it's gonna be
I just had a great idea.
to build some mounts.
Yes. Also,
You wanna help me, Aaron?
also, this beer tastes like gear oil. Bruh.
It's a special like seasonal beer for this like Hop Valley like variety pack, and it legit tastes just like gear oil.
Yeah, it tastes terrible.
Why we know what that tastes like?
All right, we're gonna hit you with that time lapse, and we are going to put this beams in this car. Let's do it. Alright, so we're putting the engine in, and look how fucking big this oil pan is. And look how the engine doesn't fit at all.
Imagine that. Wonder why people haven't done this.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the transmission off, and we're going to put
Fit the motor in by itself.
and then put the transmission on after.
Yeah.
But you kind of see what it looks like in here. It looks pretty cool. I mean,
Maybe we should just leave it like this. Get some crazy adapter for the fucking transmission, and it's just a dope. I don't know.
no! Alright, so we're going to remove the transmission. We're going to put the engine in, or attempt to put the engine by itself, then put the transmission on afterwards and see where we're going to go from there.
Yeah.
So let's do it. Thanks for your help, guys. Yeah. Alright, so we're having quite the dilemma with this super forward fucking oil pan. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to lift the engine up, and we're going to drop the subframe out. Then we're going to situate where we're going to put the engine, and then we're going to put the subframe back in, and then see.
Trim up.
Yeah, I mean, if we have to, we'll modify the subframe and move it the whole thing forward if we have to. Basically, we cut the subframe, and we're like, oh yeah, we'll just trim the subframe back a little bit, and it will just fucking fit, right?
Yeah, you guys got me all worried. I started measuring my motor for clearances and stuff.
Bro, people have done a JZ before. No one's done this shit.
Anybody that wants to beam swap their car, their S30.
Watch this whole video, and guess what? You're
Sorry for demotivating you. Let's do it. Look how at home this looks, bro.
Dude, it's like, so you got a radiator fan, and you don't have like not even that much space. Like this motor is a lot bigger than we thought it was gonna be, which is kind of nice. And it's almost like the Z hood contours perfectly to go right over that beam fucking valve cover.
Yeah. We have a good amount of room back here too, which is
and like this is almost the perfect route for the exhaust, just like it was run on the Z, like on the L28 and stuff. So like, I think everything's gonna work out really well. We just have to actually build the mounts and make sure it, actually will work out like
we're gonna start whipping up the mounts, guys.
Hell yeah!
All right, so we put the hood on, it clears, and look
Like
how
by a
much room.
lot.
Because you see this bump on the hood? We have a ton of clearance. Like, I'm gonna try to put this up here. Tell me if you guys can see it, but yeah, we have like inches of clearance.
Which is like, we were really worried that we weren't gonna have like any, but then we forgot that there's this giant cowl on the hood.
Yeah.
It makes our lives awesome.
OEM cowl. All right, let's start whipping up them mounts, dude. Woo! All right, we're kind of running out of time, and we don't have Casey's mounts, and they're not going to come till tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the brackets and drill the holes to be able to bolt these to the engine, and then kind of get everything ready and situated so when we get the mounts, we can just tack them together really quick, and it's gonna be no problem. All right, back again. Next day, we are making the mounts still. We got too tired. We got too tired last night. Anyways, so this is kind of what we're gonna do. We are taking the stock mount, we're putting it in here, we're gonna mark it here and here. We're gonna weld a plate here, and we're gonna cut out and drill the plates for the motor, and then for the mount, and then we're gonna start making and fabricating the mounts.
And I will repeat, this is not easy. This whole swap is not easy.
Yeah.
So if you want to get into it, be prepared to do like a ton of fab work, because there's a lot more that, I mean, we haven't even got to yet that we're gonna have to fabricate and stuff. So, just so you know.
All right, we have
Engine
side plates cut out. We're gonna clean them up. We're gonna bolt them to the engine block. Then we're gonna start making all the other plates. All right, guys, we got the plates cut and bolted onto the mounts. So now all we have to do is basically put these in there at the angle that we want and create the plates that are gonna come from here to the engine. And then we're gonna plate the frame rail on the car side and then make the two plates that go to that side as well.
Yeah!
So we're making progress, guys. Hopefully today we'll have the beams at least somewhat mounted in there.
Yeah, and we're not recording any of this because it's pretty tedious and not super fun to watch. So you're just gonna see it step by step.
All right, guys, we did the seemingly impossible.
Yeah.
We built the mounts, so we're gonna explain kind of how we did this, and it's a little bit crazy. Go ahead and tell them, Casey.
So basically we have the stock mount, or one half of the stock mount of the L28. But this one is for the driver's side, but it was from the passenger side, and it's like flipped upside down.
So he took the passenger side L28 mount, flipped it upside down, welded it on the driver's side to make a beams mount, and it worked perfect.
Yeah, and then this we're either gonna bolt or weld to the frame rail that's down in the engine bay, and then that's like engine side, and then this is an 8.6 mount that were like $5.
Yep.
And that's gonna hold it both together, and you should be able to remove either the engine side or the chassis side mount from either the bottom of the car or in the engine bay, basically how we built it. So.
Yeah, it's all completely removable. This is the engine side, so the mount will bolt here, and then here's the car side, the chassis side. This is gonna bolt to this goes perfectly around the frame rail. We're gonna drill some big bolt holes all the way through the frame rail, bolt it this way and bolt it this way if we don't end up welding it in, and that way it'll be completely removable. But it's gusseted and braced here, and it's braced all over, so it's gonna be super strong. So I'm really excited that we got that done. Yeah, so that's one step
Heck yeah.
closer to having the beams mounted in the car.
Heck yeah.
All right, everybody, that is a wrap. World's first beams, 3SGE S30. What's up?
Pretty cool. We're like halfway done mounting the motor in, and then we still have the trans and stuff to make mounts for. But like we explained earlier, the mounts that we're making are actually going to work out really well, and I think they're going to, I mean, they're basically like OE mounts, but like with a little fab work and stuff. So it's pretty dope.
Yeah, so we're really excited. We're super excited to have you guys on the journey. So like and subscribe, tell your friends, and
If you're thinking of going beam, it's not easy.
yeah, so we're gonna have to fabricate an entire new front subframe cross member that holds the steering rack and
Yeah.
everything, just to clear the damn oil pan.
Yeah, the oil pan like sits down way too low in the front and in the like least convenient place because it sits like right where the stock subframe goes. So basically, we're gonna have to build a new subframe that goes around that, but it'll look cool, and we like fabbing stuff anyway. So,
Hell yeah, guys. Well, peace out.
bye.